little fight in you. I like that.
Then you're gonna love me.
Batman hats or Batman hats? I choose Batman hats. That is a really random intro. But yeah, hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Now, 10 years ago, The Dark Knight was released. Not exactly this time, I think it was in July 10 years ago, or June. I don't know, but 10 years ago, The Dark Knight was released. And for the 10-year anniversary, Warner Brothers are releasing the movie again, remastered in IMAX for a 1 week only in some cinemas, selected cinemas. I don't know about other countries, but in the US, they're showing it in some cinemas, like there's like 5 or 6 across the country. It's only in a few cinemas across the world that they're showing this movie for 1 week only. And at BFI IMAX in the city, which is like half an hour to an hour away through the trains, which is not too far away to be fair, and it's near London Eye as well, which is a nice location. It's a massive screen. It's Britain's largest screen. It is a damn good screen. I went there for the first time back in April to see Infinity War, and I was blown away by that. And yeah, that was my first time. This is my third time now. I saw Infinity War twice at that cinema, I think. 2 or 3 times. I saw it 11 times, but I saw it at least twice in BFI, and it was great. And now I'm going back there to see The Dark Knight. I'll probably go back there again to see Avengers 4, then probably again for Godzilla 2, because those are massive movies. But yeah, anyway, The Dark Knight is considered by many, including myself, as the greatest superhero movie of all time. And yeah, that is also my opinion. I think a lot of people would agree with that. Like, even like some Marvel fans would agree that this is the GOAT in terms of superhero movies. It is just amazing. It's a masterpiece. It's a damn masterpiece. I've seen it about 30 times, I think. Like, I said I mentioned Infinity War. I saw Infinity War about 11 times. I saw this one about 30 times probably in the last 6 years. Because I first saw it in 2012, 4 years late. But I've seen it so many times. It's just so damn good. The whole trilogy, I love the whole trilogy. Batman Begins was a great start, great movie, underrated for me. Dark Knight, absolute masterpiece. Not perfect, but almost there, almost perfect. Rises wasn't really a good movie, but it was a good emotional ending at least. So yeah, and Bane was a good villain as well. But this is about The Dark Knight, the Joker. What a villain he was. Obviously Heath Ledger died before the movie came out, unfortunately for him. I wish that didn't happen, but unfortunately that's what happened. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. And yeah, it's just no superhero movie will ever top it. Like, whatever Marvel or DC make, no superhero movie will top The Dark Knight. Nothing will ever come near it. It's generally just that good. And it's not just considered one of the best. It's not just considered the best superhero movie. It's also considered one of the best movies of all time, of any genre. And yeah, I would agree with that as well. Like, I think at the very least it's in my top 10, maybe top 5. Like, it really is that good. Is it the greatest? No, not for me. For me, I don't know, probably Shawshank actually. Shawshank I'd probably put at the top. I don't know, there's Godfather 1 and 2 as well. There's Saving Private Ryan. There's a few others too that are really great, but Dark Knight is up there, and like at least in the top 10. Like, for me, it's that good, and a lot of people I'm sure agree. It's just phenomenal and amazing. And today, even though I've seen it 30 times, I am still paying £20, traveling like half an hour to go and see it, because I want to see it in IMAX. I never saw it in a cinema. Every time I've seen it, it was on Blu-ray. Okay, I've never seen it at the cinema, so I cannot wait to go and see this movie. And I'm gonna leave right now, so yeah, let's do this. You probably didn't notice, but I'm wearing a Green Lantern shirt because I couldn't find my Batman one. I had 3 Batman ones. I can't find any of them. Basically my cupboard broke, so I haven't got a cupboard. I put it all in a suitcase, and now I can't find my Batman shirt. So I'm wearing a Green Lantern one though, representing DC. Let's get to the cinema. It's been a miserable weekend. It's been raining for most of the weekend. Raining heavy rain right now. It's annoying. But that's more like England though. That's more like England, to be honest. We had a lot of heat waves in June, July, August, which is unusual for us. We don't usually get that many. We usually get like 1 week of good sun, that's it. This year we got more. Now we're back to normal England. Rainy days, miserable, cold. They're coming. Well, the weather's terrible, but there it is, in all its glory. The BFI IMAX, the biggest cinema screen in Britain. And it looks great. I kind of wish they put a Dark Knight themed poster around it. They did last time, to be fair. I think for the Dark Knight Rises they put up a big poster for it, but not today. It's only back for a week though, so I guess it makes sense. Probably a lot of effort. And there we have the Shards, the 4th tallest tower in Europe. The top 3 are all in Russia. So yeah, fun fact right there. London Eye is down that way somewhere. Would show you, but it's raining, so going in. Cinema's right there behind me. Have to go underground to get to the entrance. Went to print my tickets. I got this 40% off my next visit until the 30th of September. Posters look nice. They just get better. Venom, First Man. That looks sick. That looks really good. And that one there. There's my mate right there. My mate Bill. Is that what I called him? When I came for Infinity War, I named him something. Can't remember now. So you're probably wondering, have I brought a friend to watch this with me? Yes, I have. See, here he is. See that? I call him Bob. Is my mate Bob here? He's here to watch me with me. He has a gun as well. He's my bodyguard. So yeah, I've not paid him though. He's here as my mate. So yeah, top lads. I'm gonna call him Billy now. Billy's a good name, I think. Made 3 A4 videos today, put them on export, and the third one is nearly done. It's been going this whole time. A lot of hours, but a good thing it's nearly done, so that's all good. Yeah, so I'm home now. I went straight home. There were train delays as well today and bad weather, so I had to get a bus as well. But yeah, it was a nightmare traveling today, but the movie was worth it. It was a great experience, even though I've seen it like 30 times. That's an approximate number, by the way, but it's around that number. I've seen it that many times. I have it on Blu-ray, digital, for the whole trilogy. The whole trilogy, not just The Dark Knight, but Batman Begins as well and Dark Knight Rises. Whenever I rewatch, I usually watch the whole trilogy. When I rewatch the whole thing, I usually watch the whole trilogy. This time was different. I didn't watch Batman Begins. I just went and saw this in a cinema, and it was great. Like, I never saw it in the cinema. If you didn't know, like, I did not see it until 2012. Like, I was not a huge Batman fan when I was a kid. I was more of a Superman guy, and then the trilogy came out. I missed Batman Begins. I missed The Dark Knight. I didn't know if it was good or not. And then in 2012, there was so much hype around The Dark Knight Rises, and I thought, why is it so hyped? And I just went and saw Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and then I realized, okay, now I see why it's so hyped up. This is like really good when I first discovered it. This was like 2012, so 4 years after The Dark Knight came out. But ever since, I've watched it so many times, and it is just absolutely brilliant. And as I said, never saw it in the cinema, so I didn't just see it in the cinema. For the first time ever, I saw it in IMAX as well. And this actually was one of the first movies to be filmed partly in IMAX, if you didn't know, like in 2008. I don't know it was around that long, to be honest. Like, I didn't know IMAX was a thing that long ago, but half an hour of that movie was filmed in IMAX at first, and apparently that movie inspired more studios and more movie makers to use IMAX in their movies as well. And 10 years later, you have Infinity War. They filmed their whole movie in IMAX. So yeah, it's come a long way now, but The Dark Knight was one of the first movies to use IMAX cameras to film their stuff. Half an hour of the movie, but still, it's still pretty good. But the action scenes, the biggest scenes, the most intense scenes in IMAX, it is mental. It is absolutely mental, and I love it. This movie is great. It's always been great. It's always going to be great whenever I see it, to me anyway. And yeah, it's just such a damn good movie, and it was a better experience. It was a better experience in the cinema than it ever was on Blu-ray or on my laptop. Also, another thing on top of that is, even though I've watched it so many times, I haven't seen it in like a year now, because I've been busy this year. Well, not really busy. I haven't had a job or anything. I've been to uni and stuff, but in terms of like entertainment, I make YouTube videos, I watch YouTube videos, a lot of them. I binge TV shows, I go to the cinema, watch a lot of movies come out nowadays. So I'm a bit more busy now, so I don't have much time anymore to watch Dark Knight again and again. But I haven't watched it in about a year. Like, that surprises me, because I usually watch it quite often. Not that often, but like a few times a year at least, but I haven't watched it in like a year. So some of the scenes were like quite fresh to me, which is surprising, you know? Even though you've seen the movie so many times, there are some little scenes, some little details that are still like new to you in a way. Even though I see most of the things coming because I've seen it before, but there are some scenes which you notice a bit more detail. I guess it's because of the IMAX in a way, but yeah, it's just really cool. And yeah, I love Batman. The Joker's a great villain, even though he's a maniac. If he was real, I'd just say kill him, seriously. But it's fiction. But yeah, the Joker's a flipping madman, and the way Heath Ledger played his character was insanely good. Insanely good. He was the best. Yeah, the best part of this movie, actually. Yeah, the best part of this movie. But yeah, it was just in general just awesome. The ending was just emotional in a way as well. Obviously, if you've seen it, you know what I mean. And yeah, The Rises movie though, the ending to that was even more emotional. That ending to Rises was mental as well. It wasn't a great movie though. It did deliver on some parts, but the third one was a disappointment for me. But having said that, overall a fantastic trilogy. The greatest superhero movie in the middle of it. Batman Begins was great as well. Dark Knight Rises wasn't a great movie, but a great ending. And yeah, I got to watch the whole thing again. Now I want to watch Batman Begins soon. I'll probably watch the whole trilogy again. But yeah, as for my voucher I had, 40% off. About that, there is nothing in cinemas during that time apart from The Predator. And I don't really want to see The Predator. So I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, I might see The Predator anyway, but is it worth going to the city to see The Predator if I'm not really that excited for it? I don't know. As a superhero fan of both Marvel and DC, it's been a great year this year for me anyway, because I got Infinity War, which was amazing. One of the best MCU movies, at least top 2. I said it was number 1, but Winter Soldier I think has an argument for being first, but still, such a great movie, one of the best Marvel movies ever. And then you got the re-release of The Dark Knight in IMAX as well. I know it came out 10 years ago, but I never saw it in the cinema, so yeah, to witness it for the first time in a big screen, it was damn awesome. So yes, it's been a good year for superhero movies, and it's going to end with Aquaman, and I'm looking forward to that. And Venom as well is in October. Hopefully both of those movies are successful, because I want them to be. Same with Marvel as well. So looking forward to Captain Marvel as well next year, and Shazam, and Avengers 4, and Spider-Man 2, and what else is coming out? Wonder Woman 2, is that next year? I don't know, but this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching, have a good day, and see ya.